Hello, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? As we did get a bit late into the draft here, we're gonna be watching some Dotapit League Season number 3. We got Hellraisers facing up against VP Polar. I am Mr. Frostor, and I shall be your mentor slash guider slash caster for the night. Just gonna get you up to speed with what's actually happening. Troll, Sniper, super significant bans came out immediately. Plus we have Night Stalker, Shadow Fiend, and the Skywrath Mage out from Hellraisers, Queen of Pain line, and Ancient Apparition so far picked up from VP Polar. So we do have a couple of solid meta heroes who are not going to be seeing this matchup between Hellraisers and VP Polar. I'm actually kind of surprised that Hellraisers are actually under-tipped at this point compared to VP Polar, because the last couple of matchups Hellraisers have been taking them very, very convincingly. Plus, they're currently at a higher rank on the leaderboard. But this is Russian Dota, so pretty much anything can happen.
10 seconds remaining.
Treant Protector, Phantom Lancer are also banned out, so we won't be seeing any big time vision out from the Treant or the illusions of the Phantom Lancer. It is a rather solid hero up against maybe somebody like the Skywrath, for instance, because he is a lot about single target. Night Stalker doesn't deal super well with him as well. But
10 seconds
to count out, basically, we got the second support here in the Ancient Apparition, and the Juggernaut pickup from Hellraiser, so that's going to be a safe lane farmer. Night Stalker probably just going to be rotating around a little bit, maybe going to be playing that Stas lane support. Earthshaker. Wow, this is actually... What? Vitus Pro, you guys have 3 supports, what's happening? Alright. We're just gonna go with it. Earthshaker. Is this a crit shaker or like a core shaker? Boink. Or something like that. I just basically kicked up my desk there. But this might actually be a carry shaker. Slark ban out, plus we do have the Enigma ban out as well. Currently, Hellraisers is either looking for an offlaner or jungler at this point, because they do have the Juggernaut with the Night Stalker and the Skywrath backup. In case of an offlaner, or in case of a jungler, you do have the Night Stalker with the potential to maybe rotate into the off lane, or you can just run. I think I might be able to actually run Night Stalker solo or something like that. I'm not entirely positive. I don't think a jungler would fit their lineup yet, but it won't, because it's going to be a Clockwork. So we'll have that offlane Clockwork to look forward to. Some big hooks coming in from downtown. Plus we do have the Skywrath Mage Clockwork combo. I'm actually kind of surprised VP Polar didn't draft against it. It's gonna be a Spectre, the last little pick up there, and that synergizes so well with the Ancient Apparition that it's almost unbelievable. Seeing the fact that basically you have a certain kill every 160 seconds when Spectre's Haunt come online, because you can just drop the Ancient Apparition bomb, the Ice Blast, onto somebody. Spectre haunts in, takes the kill. That's pretty much how simple it is for this VP Polar team. I'm actually kind of liking their lineup, except for the Earthshaker. They do feel slightly squishy as well, so we might see a heart on the Spectre as right now. But I'm actually kind of excited to see how they're going to lane this, because I have no clue where this lion fits into the lineup. It could be a mid lion or a mid Ancient Apparition. And I actually got the wrong. That right there is Dota 2 Champions League. Can I get some? Apparently I can't get some Dotapit League. I'm just gonna go with this one. It's pretty cool. Or maybe the Direstone. Direstone, definitely. I'm just fucking around with it right now. That one looks pretty neat. It's not too hard in the eyes, so let's get it on. We do have Vitus Pro Polar, FNG rotating down towards that bottom lane. DK Phobos following suit. And I'm going to be contesting that first rune. Looks like both teams are actually looking to contest the first rune here. Are there any smokes on either side as of right now? Nope. Skywrath Mage, or goddamn Artisan Gorik are looking to rotate into the jungle on the Night Stalker, the Juggernaut, and the Skywrath Mage. DK Phobos faking that fissure. Now it's going to be there. Gorik gets trapped on the wrong side, and this could be a disaster if he goes down this fast. Looks like Spectre, yep, just going to walk through the fissure, and G, yep. FNG is going to be taking that kill on the Night Stalker, so a good solid start for him. Getting a bit of that bonus gold, and yeah, good start art from VP. Getting their hands on the super important hero, the Night Stalker, and he's now sitting with absolutely no gold at all. It's going to be securing them about, yeah, 25 experience. East Clockwork Just gonna be securing that first rune right there. That's gonna be annoying for Vitus Pro. Ah, the Fissure. Not on time. Artez is gonna be taking that first rune. Aphogen is sitting inside the Roche Pit. Now Artez comes in with a spin. Big fight erupting here as Aphogen is having so much trouble inside the Roche Pit, but it's gonna get backed up by Artez, who does pick up a kill on FNG, so counter kills. G is gonna get forced back, and this is some aggressive Russian Dota. This is exactly what we like to see. And goddamn, it's just gonna be throwing out some harass here. Storm Raid's now in trouble, Gorik. Thinking better of it.
Yes.
And goddamn, he's dropping low. So on the top lane, we'll actually have a solo offlane Earthshaker. That's kind of interesting. He's got to make sure that he always has mana for the Fissure, because that's his only escape as of right now. But he's going to be finding a lot of farms, so we might see a very, very quick either Boots or Blink, or Arcane Boots or Blink Dagger. Depends on how much free farm he actually gets, because he is going up against the Clockwork, which is not exactly an ideal hero. He's going to be keeping his mana low constantly with the cogs. And there's not really much that DK Phobos can do up against him. It's not a particularly kill-heavy lane until Clockwork gets his hook shot. So we might see some action down there in that bottom lane. Skywrath Mage sending out a few arcane bolts. He's got to pop a little superstar low. Didn't even get to introduce either team, so I'm going to be running through the lineups as of right now. We do have G jumping on Aphogen. On that mid lane, Illidan Stormrace is going to be sitting on your Spectre. Superstar is going to get scouted out by Gorik. Superstar sitting on his Ancient Apparition. FNG, of course, picking up that Lion, as mentioned earlier. And on the dire side, as right now, we do have just, for good measures, DK Phobos sitting on that Earthshaker up in the top lane. Artez on the Juggernaut, on the super solid Juggernaut. Skywrath Mage is going to be picked up by Goddamn. Gorik is going to be sitting on that Night Stalker. And as of right now, on the mid lane, of course, very much expected, Queen of Pain is out-leveling or outlasting the Shadow Fiend. Dread is going to be on your top lane on that Clockwork, and on the mid lane, yeah, of course, Aphogen on his Shadow Fiend. Oh, FNG, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down to the Skywrath Mage. That's a very, very important pickup. Little Superstar is now going up against Goddamn. They're going to be getting a bit of extra bonus damage as G jumps in. This should be one dead Skywrath Mage, and it is going to be. So, this is some intense Dota right here. Gorik. Just going to be sitting firmly down that bottom lane, backing up Artez, who is closing in on taking the CS lead as of right now. Earthshaker has actually been getting some nice last hits up on that top lane, working the Enchant Totem super well. And once again, it's a melee versus a melee, somewhat high damage both. Actually not, it's not that bad, but they have somewhat the same amount of damage, they have somewhat the same amount of health, so as of right now, not a whole lot of kill potential on either side. You do have, because Earthshaker, he's all about the stuns until he gets his ultimate, then he's about damage. And Enchant Totem is not that great in the early game. It does secure him a couple of last hits, but it's not all that great. Oh, Gorik, he's trying to steal some of these pull camps. Or not pull camps, basically, yeah, the pull camp. And Artez going to be sitting there, soaking up some of that experience as well, and there's really nothing that Superstar and Storm Raids could do about it. Spectre is not super solid for fighting very, very early on, especially up against an aggro try, just because the damage output coming out from this aggro try lane is just so massive. Skywrath Mage with the Arcane Bolts, and pretty much, Night Stalker sitting there with a Void is going to be able to slow you, and works as a small nuke. Juggernaut working his points, Rain the stats, and now Shadow Fiend is going to go down on the middle lane to the Queen of Pain here.
Do suffer, fools.
So G, taking 2 kills so far. He's almost level 6. It's rather amazing Queen of Pain work by him. But yeah, down on this bottom lane, I would say that Artez, they do have the upper hand with that aggro try. It is a lot more solid, even though you do have an Ancient Apparition, but he doesn't really kick too much in until he has the Ice Blast. He's able to harass, and if they're not particularly smart, which I do fully expect they are. Oh, Gorik, he's invis. He's just scouting for it. But yeah, he's unable to do much with that Cold Feet Ice Vortex combo until he's actually level 6 and can pop the Ice Blast in there as well. And in terms of Lion, FNG, he does have the stuns. He's rotating mid though. It's gonna smoke solo, so it looks like they want to pick off on Aphogen. Down the bottom lane, Goric is also sitting inside those woods. We're going to be keeping an eye on that mid lane. A Shadow Fiend is going to possibly get nuked down. There's the Hex. Where's the stun that goes down as well? Rotations are coming in. There's the Sonic Wave. That should be enough. Goddamn, rotating in though. G dropping very, very low. Looks like they will maybe find the counter kill. Nope, FNG doesn't want to commit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Big pick off there. Queen of Pain might have to fall back to base or just wait for that next rune. Try to see if she can get a bit of mana on Blink. Oh, Goric. This is so greedy. Oh, he's not going to find it. He was looking for it, though. He was definitely looking for it. DK Phobos setting up on that top lane. It's actually doing quite nicely for an Earthshaker up against the Clockwork. Even though that Clockwork is 10 CS ahead of him. It's still an Earthshaker, a solo offlane Earthshaker, who is very, very close to hitting level 6, so he's going to be hitting hard soon. Clockwork does have the hook shot up and online, plus the Cox and full mana, so we do need to be keeping an eye on him, as we might see some hooks come out very, very soon. Goric, though, he's sitting on that middle lane, just waiting for the Shadow Fiend. Oh, nice little regen rune picked up, so she's going to be rotating towards that top lane. Knows she's able to get back out, and this could be trouble. Line, FNG rotating in there as well. They do realize it though. Goric, he's rotating back up. It is nighttime, so they do have to be very, very careful. And they're gonna find him. G scouts out the Night Stalker first. Looks like they don't want to engage as of right now, but they probably should. The Sonic Wave is on cooldown. Looks like, yeah, they're looking for FNG. But yeah, it's only a level 3 Night Stalker so far, so he's not really able to do much. He's got nothing more than a magic stick and a boot and a pair of boots. Phobos, though, he might be in a bit of trouble. Goric, he's rotating up for him. And there's the Skywrath Mage coming in as well. Phobos, he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get silenced up, and that should be one dead DK Phobos. Rotation, though, is it going to get cancelled? No. Queen of Pain looks like she wants to kill on the goddamn. Is going to be blinking in for that kill. So support for support, even though that the levels are not really matching up. It's basically an offlaner for support. But yeah, Goric or FNG not really going to be showing his face.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, in terms of CS, they have to shut down the Juggernaut. As of right now, he's outlaning the Spectre so hard. And Spectre's going to be having so much trouble dealing with this Juggernaut later on. Because it's not exactly an easy solo pick-off in a Juggernaut. You draft a Spectre up against something like a Sniper. That's when it starts, you know, making sense and actually working. But because Juggernaut is so strong when 1 versus 1, he should be in a Storm Rage. Should be fearing that. He's probably good up against somebody like the Skywrath or potentially also the Shadow Fiend. But once he's just going straight solo onto a Juggernaut, he's gonna die every single time.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Just because of that very, very strong Omni Slash. BKB isn't even gonna save him.
Radiant structures are
You would need to go Ethereal or something like that to actually do that, and that's a bit of a wasted item. But yeah, that bottom lane tower is going to be taken by Artez.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So that's his job done, bottom. Lane is now going to be pushing in here. Pushing in. So up in the top lane, TP in from Dread. Are they going to let go of the hook shot? Gee, he should be able to blink out in about 3 seconds, which is why Dread is holding on to it. Might find FNG instead. And that's a much better target. As the mini stuns are going to be going out. They're going to try to look for it. Yep, Aphogen jumping in the wall. It's going to be fine to kill onto FNG. What a play by Clockwork. Goddamn, almost dropping down. Queen of Pain doesn't want to go for the last bit of damage. Oh, Phobos, they're chasing far, but shouldn't be able to. Yep, I think he just wanted to force out the fissure. He get a spun there though. I feel. Once he saw the animation, just click Q, keep chasing, and Queen of Pain is going to be getting that Night Stalker down the bottom lane. Not really too big of a deal as this Queen of Pain is looking. G is looking so solid this game. He's 4-0-2. Has had such an amazing early game. And is outfarming the Shadow Fiend as well. So we look at the net worth currently. Yep, she's sitting on way more than the Shadow Fiend, who has gone down twice. But as of right now, I feel that HR, they have an excellent mid game. But when it goes to late game, Virus Propoler, they're going to take over. They do also have a quite strong mid-game lineup in terms of the Earthshaker, the Ancient Apparition, and the Queen of Pain. But Spectre really only kicks in after he's got at least 2 items, after he's got at least that Radiance, and potentially the Diffusal Blade or the Heart this game. Mantis Style would work somewhat nicely as well for the Juggernaut. But yeah, after Radiance, he's going to be starting to have some form of impact, but that's not going to be before minute 20 with this farm. Yeah, he's just skipping those phase boots. They're going to go with regular boots now down the bottom lane. Hook shot in from Clockwork, and he should be going down, but is he going to take somebody with him? Yes, he is. He's going to be taking down the Ancient Apparition. They haven't decided to finish them off. Now they have Gorg. Is going to be able to make it back out.
That was perfect.
So a support for an offlaner. Yeah, not really good pickup though. Now Afrigen is going to be finding Storm Rage. Oh, Spectre.exe was not found. Up on the top lane though, Artez, he's having so much trouble. He's going to let go of the Omni Slash. Only 3 charges. Artez, he's going to go down as well.
There were none.
But Queen of Pain? Picks going on left, right, and center. Mr. Skywrath Mage is going to get picked off by G here. So we're at 9-6 in Vitus Pro's favor, and they're looking super solid here. Looks like, yep, it's going to be a mech Shadow Fiend. They're relying so much on the Juggernaut for this mech game. So it's not going to be a mech on the Clockwork. He has the comfort to just go for straight blade mail, which is always nice. Correct. Going to be farming for an urn up here. He is a position 4, yep. No biggie. Juggernaut. Working his way towards that Mask of Madness.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm actually kind of liking him up against this particular lineup, just because Blink should not disjoint the Omni Slash. So if Queen of Pain gets caught out, she's going to be gone, because she's not exactly going to be strong until she has that BKB, which is pretty much her only strength item. That's going to make her outlive the Juggernaut. But she's not going to be, that's not actually going to work because of the physical damage, because it goes through BKB. Now Gorg might find G here. Nope, not going to get it off in time. Phobos going to let go of a Fisher onto Dread here. Seth and G rotating back into the lane. They do have the Finger of Death available, so if Clockwork decides to hook shot in, he might be in trouble. Spectre finally getting some free farm, going straight for those treads down the bottom lane. So this is going to be a bit of a late Radiance here. I'm probably thinking like 25-minute Radiance as we're looking right now, but once he's getting free farm now, I'm going to hang on to that thought for a second, because we do have a bit of a fight going down on that mid lane. Goddamn, it's going to get Ancient Apparition. And now Storm Rage coming in, hook shot in from Clockwork, catching out 2, perfect initiation. Afrigen taking another kill. Illidan Storm Rage getting chased out the other side of the fight. G is going to be able to make it out, and 2 for 2 exchange so far. 2 supports for each other basically, but not entirely. I think Hellraisers came out on top in that fight, because it was a Skywrath and a Night Stalker for a Lion and an Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Earthshaker is actually currently the position too, if you look at it. He's working Force Staff, he's got just Triangle Boots, got Soul Ring as well. Down the bottom lane though, Artez, he's jumping on the Superstar. This is a problem for him. He's not going to be able to get near the creeps in time, and that's one Data Ancient Apparition, going to be TPing out as well. Phobos. Nope, no stun. Was not able to pay, or was not on time for that. The Blade Fury was just basically on point that time. Afrigen super close to that mech. It's going to work miracles for him as well, because that means that Clockwork, he has 1 less item he needs to get. Oh, Night Stalker, that could be so big.
Money changes hands.
But then again, yep, there's an empty bottle on Afrigen. And looks like he'll just take it immediately. Could actually maybe find something on G here, but it's going to be rotating for that top lane. Down on the Ancient is Artez, and he's worked himself up a nice little Mask of Madness there, so sitting on 3 items so far with 6k net worth, and there's the Roche Scouts out from Ancient Apparition. Now that Juggernaut hasn't showed for a while, there is a chance that he's inside the Roche Pit, so has to be very wary of that. This right here is looking a lot like a Midas Ancient Apparition. But then again, that's not that bad,
Tower is under attack.
because he's not that item dependent. He just needs an Aghanim Scepter, and then he's pretty much set for the rest of the game. And if he gets a Yule's, that's amazing as well. He's all about levels.
Radiant structures
And when you're not
are
getting them, because you're playing a
fortified.
position
Dire's
4
middle
as of right
tower
now,
is under attack.
it's not exactly,
Tower is under attack.
you're not exactly in a good spot. Oh, just gonna be off the mark there. Juggernaut though. Looking very, very close to that, at least the Yasha, which is what I'm assuming he's gonna be going first. Wouldn't make a lot of sense in terms of straight mobility. Dread, scouting out, he does have a hookshot available if he actually wants to go. The backup is going to be a bit late though, just because the hook range is just so far. Rotations on the mid, looks like they want to actually find a fight here. G, smoking into the Roche pit, there's nobody sitting in there. They don't exactly have a strong Roche team, VP. Oh, goddamn, the rest of HR. They're smoking in. Now the Honda's going to come out. The finger as well from F&G. So he's got everything off. But he's going to go down almost immediately. Dread sitting inside there with that blade mail. And he's going to go down though. F&G, the only one to drop so far. G is now going to drop. Gorek though, chasing on the other side of the fight. DK Phobos. He's in a lot of trouble from this Night Stalker. Illidan, has got a dagger up in about a second. Should be able to toss that out. Gorek might get found. Yep, he's going to go down. Illidan. Or not Illidan, Superstar. He's back in, so that's going to be a 2 for 3 exchange, and definitely go in the way of VP Polar. What a fish shot by the Earthshaker, and Gorik just committing a bit too far.
Dire's middle
But it is
tower
maybe going to
under
secure.
attack.
Yep, it's going to secure a Roshan for the Artez, or for Mr. Artez, unless. Yep, that one's on target. Artez, you're in trouble, my man. You can't do Roshan if you can't heal. And they're picking it up. Phobos, he's going for it. He does have a 4-step, so he does have a way of getting past HR's defenses here, though. Dread and Gorik, they're going to be scouting them out. Fisher's going to go down. Looks like they want to contest it. Roshan's dropping somewhat low hookshot. It's actually missed. Dread, he doesn't have a way to initiate. Oh, looks like they will be taking that Roshan after all. F&G might be looking for the last hit. No, he's not. He's just going to back out. Illidan's now going to come in onto Dread. But Artez jumping in as well is going to get turned into a bit of a fish here as Artez, he's still stunned, or he's still silenced, not able to get that Omni Slash off. And he might drop early here. Dread did go at the start of the fight, but now on the rear. Gorik is going to be going in on Storm Rage, but no can do, says the Spectre. Artez taking a kill on the Ancient Apparition. He's going to be moving on to G. Should be able to blink back out. F&G sitting inside the Roche pit there, so he should be going down as well. Don't think he really has any means of getting out. Yep, there's the ulti. Once again, a 3 for 2 exchange. Aegis is still sitting on Artez though. But yeah, just so much mobility coming out from this Vitus Pro team, and I just don't think they're able, unless they have the hook shot for means of initiating. They don't have it, because that right there was a huge win on the 3 carries of or the 3 cores of Vitus Pro. The only one who really got a lot was the Juggernaut, and Shadow Fiend even went down as well. That's a disaster for Hellraisers. Artez, maybe wanting a kill here. No, he's just looking for farm. Does have the SNY pretty much done now. So he's gonna be working that in not too long.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's just been farming crazy as right now. He's about 500 gold per minute. This is getting completely outrageous as of right now. By basically he's gonna be the salvation from Hellraisers. Oh no! Gee, finding a kill up on that clockwork up in the top lane, and that right there might actually mean that tier 1 tower is gonna. That's definitely gonna mean the tier 1 tower. Gee, might just be blinking to take that so the creeps don't. Fortification is gonna come out. They do have the free fortification, so creep wave is gonna get cleared, and that might make it a bit more. Yep, difficult for G to take that last hit. On the mid lane though, nighttime is gonna come. Artez, they're gonna bring down this tier 1 mid, but the entirety of VP are grouping up. Looks like they want to go for something here. CP's coming in as well. Phobos is sitting in there, unable to get off his Echo Slam. Now gonna be jumping in and getting it. Goddamn Aphogen are gonna get caught out. Looks like the Juggernaut might go down as well. Nope, he's not. Abandoned chase by G. But what a pickup there. What a fight. And they're still trying to chase one. Gorik is in deep, deep trouble right now. There is a Fisher available in case he gets too far away. Storm Rage is going to be popping down that dagger as well. Looks like they don't want to chase him actually. Because there is a Clockwork on the other side of the fight. Jumping in on FNG. And that's going to be a dead lion. So, at least salvaging some of it.
Incoming.
Was a nice pickup for the Clockwork. They do have to do something with the Aegis soon though. Double damage is on to Juggernaut. So he might be going for pickups here. As the Aegis is expired in about 2 minutes. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. About 22 minutes, it is expired. Gorik finding Storm Rage. This could mean it. This could be it for the Spectre. And Storm Rage, yep, he's going to get completely brought down here. Artez taking that kill in. That could push in that bottom lane because of it. Up on the top half of the map. Queen of Pain is going to take out that Skywrath Mage. Yep, Artez, he's pushing for now. He's actually just going to go straight into Monster, so no SNY coming out from him. I'm actually kind of liking that pickup. And then again, I'm not. Oh, Phobos. Hook shot onto FNG. It's actually going to get 4-staffed out, I think. That was the Earthshaker 4-staff right there. It's going to be stunning at Gorik, and that should mean a dead Night Stalker. As of right now, Vitus Pro playing with a lot of confidence up against this HY lineup, and especially because the Night Stalker has found nothing this game. He has had 0 impact. He's 0-6 and 5. As of right now, Artez. That Mansa style. I'm kind of liking it, and then I'm not, because when he is engaging one-on-one, it's a very, very good pickup. But up against the Earthshaker, that's just going to mean more damage for his ultimate. It's just going to mean a bit more damage for the Echo Slam. It's only about 100 more, but it's still, I mean, a rather significant amount when it comes to a team fight where there are a lot of units. Oh, the jump in for Phobos. It's going to be getting the Echo Slam off with Aphogen. It's going to be trying to take that fight. Storm Rage haunting in, and that should mean one dead Shadow Fiend. But is he going to be taking Phobos? No, he is not. And as of right now, VP looking so scary this game one. Spectre actually went straight Vanguard first, so we probably won't see at least the Radiance for a little while here. Aegis has now been reclaimed on Artez, so we'll have to be careful. It does open up a slot for the Ultimate Orb, so we might see Scotty this game smoke up from HR. They're looking for something up in that top lane. It's Illidan and G, but G, they've been unable to catch him so far. He is 13 and 1, but they should be able to catch out Storm Rage. As soon as that Stifling Dagger wears off, he should be so gone. Yep, they know he's sitting in there. Is he going to be able to juke out? He should be. At least as of right now, the hook shot in from Dread, though, is going to be bringing him down. And, yeah, G just sitting there. Nope, that's none of my business. It's actually just going to be continuing the farm. Gorik is going to be scouting her out, but not really much he can do about it solo. This tower is almost within deny range. I would say just let him do that last bit of damage to it. And then just deny it. Yep, that's a bit of a, oh, that's one dead creep. That's gotta hurt. Up on the top lane, G getting chased. But then again, you know, it's hard to chase that on Mobile Hero. Ancient Apparition getting jumped by Night Stalker here. When is the silence gonna wear off? They could actually turn it once it does. But not gonna as of right now. Clockwork is just gonna be sending a rocket flare his way. Gorik sitting inside the Roach Pit, but still a bit of a while to go. Oh, the stun out on Gorik. That should be one dead Night Stalker. Hookshot was missed by Dread, so they have no team fight this time. Goddamn, it's gonna get stuck on the low ground. Not gonna be able to do much about that, so he's gonna be going down. Storm Rage looking for Aphogen. Stun out on him. Perfect stun by the Earthshaker. Aphogen is gonna be maybe letting the ult to rip. No, it's gonna get cancelled at the last second. Dread just looking to save his little buddy there. Gorik coming in again off that buyback, but it's gonna get wasted there with nobody behind him. So unable to really do any damage. 4-staff is now done for the Ancient Apparition, so he can be a bit more careless. That looks like a Fountain Ult. Might actually all be on the Aphogen, and he's gonna go down. Ancient Apparition taking that kill. Very, very well communicated between Vitus Pro. Very nice execution there. Earthshaker waiting until the crucial second will drop in that fissure. Night Stalker sitting down that bottom lane. Currently, VP Polar. They're looking a lot more solid. This is actually not Vitus Pro Polar. Sorry if I've said VP Polar before. But it's just Vitus Pro. VP Polar is an entirely different team. But yeah, Vitus Pro. But yeah, Vitus Pro sitting on about 2k net worth. And the experience is definitely going their way, as they have been taking the way better team fights. Although I did actually expect HR to be the bigger team fight team. Oh goddamn, just gonna be eating an ulti straight to the face. G could jump in, and looks like he will. That's gonna be one dead Sky with Mage. Queen of Pain taking that kill.
You hurt the ones you love.
Hurt the ones you love. That right there was some lore stuff. I think it might actually have been. Or it was just Queen of Pain just saying like, alright, tell you what, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you really good. She does have the BKB plus the Orchid on my level and fork. Oh, that is so annoying up by DK Phobos. It's like, nope, that's my rune. You're gonna just go screw yourself. Ultimate, not really gonna connect on anybody. Artez is gonna be just taking some pass damage, but not really a whole lot more than that. As Roshan, that's not gonna be a long enough illusion. And he's working his way towards that Scotty. It's very close by. Gorik is sitting down that bottom lane. They might be looking for something on the Spectre here. They're pinging it out. All the camps are pretty much taken at this point. Says you gotta get out before they spawn so you can take him. G is done with that Assault Cuirass, so it looks like you'll be building towards a bit more of a DPS centered Queen of Pain. I mean, that can work as well. Sometimes you do get the Aghanim Scepter just with a straight ulti. But realizing they're slightly weak late game if the Spectre does get shut down. Has not been finding a farm he was probably looking for, but
tower is under attack.
Artez. He is pretty much done, just needs 1 or 2 more camps and then he's done with that
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
with that Ice Scotty.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
In the meantime, VP taking down that top tower, so as of right now, basically both teams sitting on almost the same amount of towers. HR lacking a bit behind, but just the sheer team fight up from Vitus Pro has just been basically more than enough. Roach Pit is up and going. Is there going to be a haunt? Nope, that's just straight haunt. That's actually on the bottom lane. Aphogen is going to get brought down here. Nothing you can do about it. Storm Spirit. Or not Storm Spirit, FNG. It's just going to be giving him Finger of Death to the face.
Double damage.
With that Shadow Fiend. There's not really much you can do there. He does have the BKB now, so Lion is slowly starting to become a bit more redundant. But he is still going to be a big impact. Artez looking to take Roshan down. This should be one fast Rosh. He's got a double damage rune. And he's got a nice Scotty, so this should be a very fast Roshan. VP are currently the ones who are not really the most Roche Pit center team. They're good at fighting in Roche Pit, but they're not really that fast at taking it themselves, because they don't really have anybody who can do the solo Roshan. Unless Queen of Pains gets some lifesteal, which I rather doubt she will. Spectre could work on Mask of Madness, but looks like he's just going to be satisfied with the Radiance so far. Going to try to amplify his farming just a bit here. As you do have a free fight ticket every 120 seconds. Alright, so he's looking to make use of the possibly make use of the Aegis this time. He's very aggressive. Can afford to be a lot more careful or careless. If I could actually word today. But yeah, with that clockwork, just so fast in the initiation. Plus, you have a somewhat mobile Skyrath who's able to jump in. Shadow Fiend has got the SNY, so he's also quite fast and doing the nighttime. There's a lot of backup for Artez if he does get caught up. But over the top lane, though, their tier 3s are getting pushed in here, which might force out a couple of rotations. Correct. They might actually be looking to take that tier 2, and that's not exactly a good shade for a tier 3. G that's doing chip damage to it for now. Not entirely positive if he's actually supposed to miss from there, but he's not missing. Oh, one there. Should we maybe look to jump just up on the high ground? Artez looks like they will take that bottom tower. As of right now, little superstar is sitting close to that. Yules is gonna let an ulti rip right on top of him, and that could actually hurt. There is no Earthshaker to back him up though. With the top lane Dread, just waiting for that creep to go away. Oh, the hook shot! He's gonna find it. What a hook shot out from Dread. But Queen of Pain, she's able to just burn through his health just like nothing. Oh, what a hook shot by Dread, but what a pity as well. Oh, that's so painful to see. What a hook shot. Just unable to do anything. Aphogen. He's going to be working his way towards maybe a bit more damage at this point. He does have about 200 damage crit. I would love to see some crits out from him. The mechanism does make him a lot more survivable, which means that he can't afford to skip something like a Skadi or an SNY or something like that. Does have the Yasha. Could also be a Mantis style, but I would love to see an SNY up in this guy. Correct. Looks like he's looking for somebody, which he's not going to find. There is a Queen of Pain sitting inside the woods. Does have a TP scroll in 9 seconds, so unlikely that she's going to move. There's another reclaimed Aegis. Artez, you got to really make use of your Aegis. I think that's one of their main concerns as of right now. They got to make sure that that Aegis gets spent. Just, you know, like, basically like taking a team fight. They can't really 5-man too well. Oh, that's an ultimate going up towards the top lane.
Yes.
But yeah, HR, they aren't the best 5-manning team, which we've obviously been able to tell so far. Oh, gee, he's going to be taking that. Oh, no, Dread. Jumping onto Artez. But gee, though, he's going to be put somewhat low. Not really going to matter all that much as he is able to blink out. Oh, that was so unfortunate. A bit of miscommunication between Artez and Dread. Ending up with a hook shot right to the back. Spectre has got a Radiance now at 32 minutes. Oh, the jump in onto Phobos. There's the Omnisize as well. But the terrible bounces onto the Spectre Illusions are now going to be jumping in. The Aegis is still there, so he should be able to at least get something out of it. Gee, he's going to take an ultimate right to the face. And now Artez is back. He's probably looking for FNGA to start out. Nope. Just going to be looking to back out as of right now. Gorik has dropped. And so has Goddamn. This is problematic for HR. They're having so much trouble dealing with this Vitus Poe lineup. Aphogen is going to be TPing out. The RNG gods are not on the side of HR today. Dread might even get caught here. It is an ancient apparition though, so it's somebody you really have to be careful of. He's going to Yules himself up. Should be able to let go of an ultimate. So that's not going to be on target? Nope. Oh, the re-hook shot onto Lil. Is it going to be enough? No, the slow. Yep, Clockwork is going to be taking that kill, but he's going to go down immediately, so not exactly a good trade for him. As we do have a beyond godlike streak on G. How's he looking right now? He's 18-1-6. G has had such an amazing game. If we look at the GPM here for a second. That right there is not even, you know, like sheer farm. That's just sheer kills because Juggernaut does have the more last hits. About 250 last hits in 34 minutes. That's rather decent. But the Queen of Pain has just been able to completely outfarm this Juggernaut just by sheer kills. And now that Spectre has the Radiant, she's going to be a lot more efficient farming as well.
Tis mine.
Oh, Phobos. Almost got caught out by Artez here. But yeah, so right now, Hellraisers, they're not looking super good. They're about down by a margin about 2-1. And if we look at the graphs here for a second, it's about 10k, almost 10k lead for Vitus Pro. And, oh, 13k almost for in terms of experience. So this is not exactly the ideal scenario for Hellraisers. They were underdogs coming into this game for some reason, which I don't really know why, because the last matchup they had was on April the 16th, and they took it in one game. It was only a one game match, but they still took it. They do have 3 games to make up for it this time, but it's still not a favorable position to come out of game 1 down by 1 and is forced to go and win 2 straight games. Smoke up from HR, and they're going to be rotating up. They know they're up there. They know they're sitting up there. They're going to be rotating out here. Smoking under the ward. Ancient Apparition. Working his way towards an Aghanim Scepter. Nobody has been scouted yet. There's really nobody to scout. DK Phobos, though. Oh, they're just sitting outside of smoke range. Now, the smoke is broken. Jump out by DK Phobos is now going to be letting go of the Fissure. This is a disaster for Hellraisers. FNG is going to be able to stun him up. Illidan Storm Rage haunting on the Shadow Fiend is going to let the ulti rip, but no real damage. Storm Rage, though, he should be going down. Hook shot once again. Bit of miscommunication. Now Queen of Pain comes in. Looks to be the cleanup crew here. As Aphogen is going to be going down. Nice blink out from G. And this is a disaster for Hellraisers, losing 4 when they had the upper hand in terms of initiation. And this could mean Rax. How's the buyback situation looking? They do have 1 on Juggernaut and 1 on Shadow Fiend. But this Queen of Pain, holy moly, she's been all over the place this game. They also have 1 on Clockwork. They might be forced to buy back unless they don't feel they can defend the Rax. So yep, this is definitely going to be a lane of Rax. And that's going to be one more problem for Hellraisers to administer. This is not an ideal situation, and goddamn, it's gonna get caught out here. There's an ultimate going out as well. It's gonna get caught by that Queen of Pain taking that. Killed Gorik. Not really much you can do. This is one sad, sad game for Hellraisers. Haven't been coordinated pretty much whatsoever, and it's just been picked off by this extraordinary carry. So position 1, Queen of Pain. I was totally expecting Spectre to go up and take that spot once she got the Radiance, but has been more of an assist hero. This game is sitting on 21 assists. Has not really been getting any kill gold. Ultimate Orb now coming out. This might actually be a Hex. And yep, he's running towards the secret shop. This right here is definitely a Hex. Yep, there it is. And should even be in surplus in terms of buyback. Yep. 500 ahead. So we're now a Hex Queen of Pain, which it's a problem for the Juggernaut. A big problem for the Juggernaut. He does not have a BKB, so no way of countering that Hex whatsoever, or any kind of damage coming up from this Queen of Pain. So this could mean the end of him relatively quickly. FNG sitting on Blink Dagger and a Force Staff, so super mobile heroes right now. Probably looking to work his way towards an Aghanim Scepter. Which, speaking of Aghanim Scepters, Ancient Apparition just picked one up, and he's level 16 and ready to fight. So this is going to mean a lot more damage coming out of the side of him, and he can afford to play a lot more aggressively now that he has both the stats and the damage to actually deal with this lineup. But yeah, Vitus Pro Polar. They're gonna get scouted out here, at least G is. Looking for Roshan, not up yet. And Hellraisers, they know. They're gonna let an ulti rip up on this guy with Mage, though. This could actually be the end of him. The damage is gonna come out, and goddamn, he's gonna go down. Was the Haunt actually committed there? It was. Didn't even need to. And this is a frustrating game to be a Skywrath Mage. She's 1-14-7. And this is just a beating. Just Vitus Pro showing HR that they're not the only Russian team currently. Or worth a damn. Storm Rage. They're gonna be letting them know that they're inside the Rush Pit. And there's the ultimate coming out as well. Haboski, Artes has to back out. And the jump in from G though is gonna trigger the Juggernauts. Little spin there. He kind of has to try to get around that that fissure. So not to get caught on the wrong side. And they're going to be rotating straight for that bottom lane. There is a bottom tower to be pushed. It is at full HP, but they could at least put some pressure on that. Because constantly, Vitus Pro, they cannot afford to commit every single hero so far. So as of right now, Vitus Pro, they're in such a good position to actually take a fight, because they're just not going to be, HR, they're not going to be fine-manning him. That's the only way of winning a fight. Now Afrogen, he's going to get hexed up. This is a disaster. Jumping from Dread. It's actually onto the Queen of Pain, though. Now the Skyriff Mage coming in with such nukes. G might drop. Nope, he's not gonna just yet. There's a gem on the ground sitting inside the cogs, and that's from FNG. Storm Rage, there's no way for him to get out. It's going to dodge the hook shot. Oh, he's just sitting inside the woods. Artez so anchored that he can't get vision. Where's the jump in from him? There is a stun out from Phobos. He's going to be jumping in with an Echo Slam. And Artez might go down off of this. Is he going to? Nope, doesn't. Just not yet. Has actually got the healing ward coming out. Phobos, he's still just sitting in there. Storm Rage is backing him up. Currently making it difficult for Artez to get off a jump. He doesn't want to commit it. Phobos, though, now going to maybe isolate himself. No, it's going to drop another fissure. That's the Ancient Apparition ultimate, and that should be one dead. At least Dredge. Storm Rage is going to go down, and Phobos is in trouble. He's going to go down as well. Finally, Hellraisers take a good engagement. And that right there was a blow to the face for Vitus Pro. Abyssal Blade now out on the Juggernaut. And they got the gem off of FNG. So a nice little fight there, but it is going to be in trade for a mid lane tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So mid and bottom tower has been taken from VP in exchange for that fight. It is not entirely worth it. But then again, G didn't go down. Ancient Apparition, not really that important. The important thing is that G didn't go down, because there's a lot of gold riding on him currently. If you look at death cost, 690. That's going to be amplified a bit more with all the gold, with all the unreliable gold that he's sitting on right now. So the gold exchange, if they can actually get their hands on him, is going to be huge. As he's putting pressure onto those tier 4s, should be able to do at least some damage to it. As they're just going to be trading it for and Aegis as of right now, but it might be a tier 4 that's going to drop. It is going to be. Now the rotations are coming back. This is a Skyriff Mage jumping in, but I don't think that's that good of a hero up against the Queen of Pain. Rest of HR going to be rotating back, and this is very, very close to an exposed throne. Oh no, Skyriff Mage, you chased too far, buddy. Queen of Pain going to be taking that kill. G looking so solid on his Queen of Pain here. 20-1-8. That's right there. There's a Gem of True Sight on the ground as well, I think. Nah, it's just, they just popped him back in base, and that's probably for the better, seeing the fact that they don't really have much to use the gem for. FNG working his way towards an Aghanim Scepter, and that's going to be one huge item once they finally get that out. That's going to be so efficient up against the Clockwork, who's probably looking to build a BKB here. Should be coming out for him now. Yep. So that's a fresh BKB. That's a 10-second BKB. Shadow Fiend's BKB is now down to about 8. Blackenbar on Mrs. Queen of Pain is now down to 5 seconds. So that's quite important for Hellraisers. And that's going to be an ultimate, just dropping the creep wave low. It's going to delay the push just a little bit here. Phobos is rotating mid. I think he wants to put a bit of pressure onto that middle lane. He's actually just gone. Yep, this is Core of Shaker. You got Black King Bar, Blink Dagger, Force Staff, Triangle Boots, and what's probably going to get turned into a Shiva's Guard. This right here is definitely a Core Shaker. Even though that Ancient Apparition is actually sitting on more net worth than him. It's actually kind of surprising. It's rare that you see an Ancient Apparition out-farming a Spectre with a Radiance. He does have a Haunted in case they want to go up in this top lane. It's going to be an ultimate flying through. Rock going to come. And there it is. FNG going to be rotating in. It's just going to let go of a straight finger and blinking back out. So this is trouble for Aphogen. He only has to drop to about 250 HP. There is a Haunt, but no jumping from Spectre. But a Shadow Fiend. Holy hell, he dropped low from that. It's just going to be TP and bat to base. While HR or BP, they're putting some pressure on this bottom tower here. Hook shot out from Dread, not the right target. A hook shot G is sitting in there and able to blink out. Just going to be TPing straight away. Oh, G. The crits and the stuns. So unfortunate for him. Was almost able to make it back out, and almost 900 gold exchange there. That's a big pick-off. That's a huge pick-off for Hellraisers. Oh, but goddamn, Gorik got taken out by the Ancient Apparition there. Aegis is reclaimed in about 2 minutes, so Aphogen may be looking to make some use out of that. We're actually going to be getting a Scotty Shadow Fiend. He has sold the mech, which I actually feel is really, really good, because this is going to mean that he's going to be able to turn into more of a DPS, which is what I feel really Shadow Fiend is for. Artez, though, is going to be jumping right into that ultimate, but not really going to matter all that much unless they're deciding to go in. Phobos, tried for some ancient stacks here. Well, not ancient stacks, what the hell am I saying? Jungle camps. In the enemy jungle, FNG is... Oh, the illusion is going to get in the way of Dread's initiation. Oh, so unfortunate for him. Flare. Out from Dread. Artez. Is just going to eat a Spectral Dagger. Right to the face, and that's just going to mean the first tier, or the second tier 2 cracked from HR. It did take bottom lane earlier. Skyfmage currently the one having to deal with this push, and this is not exactly the position you want to be in. He's not a very good deep pusher. Ultimate is going to be flying through on him. This could actually mean a bit of... that was way off the mark. FNG. Oh, Rocket Flare is going to be scouting them out. They might be looking for Illidan. Hook shot. Absolutely perfect. It's actually just going to be jumping away. It's going to be stalling him with the cogs now. Dread is going to be KP up Aphogen. They're looking for somebody else. TP out from the Ancient Apparition. Now they're jumping from Claw or from Juggernaut. Where did he go? Oh, Storm Rage. He's just haunted to the other side of the fight. And that's a very, very big pick-off. That might actually mean a 2-3. Clockwork is going to have to TP back, though. Try to defend the split push coming out from G here. Are they going to be able to get it? No, they're not. Just a straight jump out. Queen of Pain was now picked up a Crystallis, so we're going to be seeing crits coming out from her. She does have the BOTs, which means that you could TP in onto the top lane. It's going to be TPing back towards mid. Phobos taking a kill onto the Juggernaut. That's a big pick off. Gorik, he's going to go down as well. There's the Fisher, and that's one dead Night Stalker. FNG did go down, but doesn't really matter all that much. So currently, HR... they're looking so solid in this game so far. But not HR. I don't... I was partly sleep casting here. Never mind. HR. G, he's looking so solid in this game so far. He's only gone down twice. Yes. As of right now, HR, they do have a long road to go, but I feel they're starting to become more relevant. Shadowfiend's he's getting his tank up, basically. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, while the Juggernaut's also getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Queen of Pain, with the builds that she's gone, is probably not going to wear off as much as she usually does, but is still going to be having some trouble. Not really done much to reinforce my point now that they've just taken a tower. Hook shot in from Dread. It's just going to be letting go of the cogs, and that's a nice pair of cogs there. Doesn't really want to hold them in. Just wants to kind of expel them out of their base and use them as block. Clockwork. I would love to see how hardened this guy. And it's off. So far, so he can actually survive inside of his own cogs. That's been one of his main concerns. He's just not been able to survive. He's one of the squishiest heroes on the map currently. Not entirely. Spectre is Spectre, Queen of Pain, and Earthshaker. Basically the entirety of this lineup. But he's one of the squishiest heroes on this dire side. As of right now. Who are basically supposed to be inside the fights. Because that's what Clockwork does. He's supposed to be the center of attention for the fight. Whereas Shadow Fiend, he's meant to do arms from outside. And speaking of Shadow Fiend, he is in so much trouble right now. Is going to get completely fingered up, but no ultimate is going to go on him. That could have been a disaster for him. G, pushing in on that top lane. Might look just to force out a rotation here. Does still have money for buyback. No rotation that's actually coming yet. HR. They're smoking up. They're looking for something. They're rotating down towards that middle lane. Queen of Pain, you're safe up there. You're fine. And seeing the fact that nobody are sitting on the map, or that she doesn't see anybody, she's totally expecting them to be coming for her. TP back from the Skyrift Mage. Is forced to TP back and out. Plus the Shadow Fiend as well. Hook shot, just back up across the river for the Clockwork. No Roshan just yet. TP back from the Juggernaut, and that was one wasted smoke. Everybody TPing home. Everybody gets a TP. That's Queen of Pain. This is a risky spot to be in. She's probably just looking to jump into that base. Ancient Apparition ulti, not going to be doing much. And they're smoked up. I think they're actually looking for the Roach Pit. And they are. They might get lucky. They might get really, really lucky. I think they saw the Mystic Flare coming out. But they do have to at least... Nah, they don't have any. They don't have the Roach team to do this. Night Stalker going to be the scout this game. He does have unobscured vision doing nighttime, so. But I think they know. I think VP know. And that's what Queen of Pain is going to try to at least put some pressure up on this top tower, so they are forced to and rotate back instead of going down that middle lane. Ulti gonna come out, and that's gonna be one dead Skyrift Mage. Ouchies. Taking a Lion ulti to the face. And that's actually gonna open up some room for VP here. The rotations are coming back here. Clockwork is back in base. Likewise with the Juggernaut and the Shadow Fiend. They're just gonna be following up there. And Juggernaut now has BOTs. Phobos and G is sitting up on that top lane. Might be looking to go on Dread, and sure it looks like it. It's gonna let go of the Echo Slam, and this is gonna be one dead Dread. That's a very, very big pickoff. Now the rotations are gonna be coming in from Gorik. This is one very dead tier 4. G.
Money changes hands.
Did try to push in that bottom lane. Has not been successful at taking those bottom racks just yet. But there are no outer towers. They only have one tower left, HR. So one fight, one mistake, and they're gone. Which is why they're playing so passive as of right now. They're behind by 20 kills. Usually it would be going out to look for something at this point, but they're just playing so passive. And they might be looking for a G here. Sniffing out the danger, backing out. G has been playing so careful, and that's a dataless. Dataless Queen of Pain. Coming out there. Might be looking to sell the Orchid for something else. Could very much see, because she's basically 6 slotted as of right now, so might want to sell the Orchid for bigger items. She does have disable in terms of the Scythe of Ice. But we'll see what she decides on. Phobos is maybe going to go toe-to-toe with Gorik here. There's a significant level difference in terms of him. And a significant damage difference. Earthshaker, he hits hard. He hits really, really, really hard. As of this point. I would love to see a, at least a crystal has come out on him, so we would actually get to see the crit shaker. The chances are small. It's about 20% with the Crystallis, but it's 1 in every 5. And that could mean the game changer in the fight. If he can get, basically he was sitting at about 600 damage. 600 damage plus 25, 2,500%. 2,500%. 240%, excuse me. Oh, Fissure onto Gorak. This could mean a kill. Where's the Haunted from Spectre? Is just going to let the illusion go low? She might have actually haunted down towards that bottom lane, and it looks like she has. Artez is going to be taking a kill on the Queen of Pain. Big pick off their line. Went down as well. Ancient Apparition trying to make it back out. Is going to try to... oh, not going to... Was able to. Creeps are in the way. Desperate hookshot off from Dread. And now Storm Rage. Looking for Gorik here. Dread in there as well. That's a fish off of Mercia. Going to be blocking out Artez. Gorik is going to go down from this Ancient Apparition ult. Dread, though, is going to be going toe-to-toe with Spectre. It looks like he just wants to outdamage. Phobos is going to let go of an ultimate. I don't really know why, because it's not going to go through. Artez now jumping on Phobos. Ancient Apparition. Just going to be forcing out that Juggernaut Artez. I did see some trash talk coming out between the characters there. Just Earthshaker mentioning something about Clockwork. But yeah, the tier 4s are under pressure, and goddamn is the only one who can really do anything about it, and that's not much. Queen of Pain, she could actually just TP straight up for that top lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But yeah, the pressure has been put on by HR on that mid lane right there. They're going to be trying to take those tier 4 towers, but Superstar is doing so much work currently. He's sitting on way too much gold as what he should have actually been. Now Lion jumping on the other side. It's going to be letting go of his finger. Aegis has been popped, and there's the second set of disables. This Shadow Fiend, he's able to BKB though. Is trying to TP out, and he should be more than able to. Oh, this is such an ultimate. This should be really. This could be such a big ultimate out from Ancient Apparition. It's gonna let it rip now. God damn it, is he gonna be able to heal up fast enough? I think he might be. But yeah, it is an exposed Ancient now. There are no more towers for HR. Oh, that's gonna be annoying for Clockwork. Has to stay in the fountain just for a bit longer. It's gonna be exchanging globals though. And Queen of Pain as of right now. Just 700, almost 800 damage crits. That's not bad for Queen of Pain, and she's still got an item to go with that Orchid of Malevolence, which I'm thinking that she'll sell once she gets enough surplus to actually buy something bigger. Night Stalker is going to be jumping onto F and G. They got him silenced up, and there should be one dead lion. Not much he can really do. Yep, it's just going to get Mystic Flared. But that does open up room for G. Space has been created for G to just push in that bottom lane. Rotations are coming back out, Dread. Maybe looking for a hook shot here. Do they have the disable as well? I don't know, Dread. Is he going to find it? Just gonna, yep, going to be popping that BKB. It's actually going to go through. G has been found, but it's going to be able to blink back out, and Phobos letting go of a Fisher. Just to try to avoid that, avoid any complication with the Clockwork. Nope, not gonna latch, and G just TPing straight top lane, gonna be trying to split push his way to victory here. Because HR, they're able to start taking fights now. This Juggernaut, he's farmed enough. Shadow Fiend, farmed enough. And Illidan still having a bit of trouble catching up here. He's not looking super strong on that Spectre, even though he has now picked up an Ice Gotti. This is an interesting item out from Earthshaker, actually, Heaven's Halberd. But then again, it is enough to disarm the Juggernaut for at least a couple of seconds. Maybe force out something else from Shadow Fiend as well, try to disarm him. And just make sure that they can't get their right clicks off. Could work up against the Night Stalker as well, though this game he's very spell dependent. But yeah, that Aghanim Scepter Night Stalker is so scary. Just unobscured night vision when you have the darkness on.
Invisibility.
Okay, fair enough. Just unobscured vision during the night does not depend on using darkness. Okay, fair enough. I actually thought it was, but nevertheless, Artez gonna be forcing out that Queen of Pain, and so right now HR's base, it's basically a wreck. But there's not really much DK. They aren't really, or UFE, they aren't really taking a fight here. They could, but they're trying to rat their way to victory. I actually feel it kind of does, because when he's popping darkness, that's when he sees unobscured vision. You can actually see the Roche Pit as well. Down that bottom lane, F and G. They're sitting down there. It's going to find Gorek, and this is not something that Gorek wants to take. It's just going to be like, I'm going out. But he's just going to be running back out with Scarth Mage, though. With that Shadow Blade, finally getting that online. He's now going to be looking for Queen of Pain. There is the silence. It's going to be able to just BKB blink out. Blink TP out. Could actually just jump on straight onto top lane because there are nobody sitting up there. Roshan is going to be up in about 1 minute 30 seconds. So next Rosh is going to be an important one. It's going to determine basically who takes the outcome in the next fight. Dread. Oh, the hook shot, almost anticipating Phobos' blink dagger. Very close to. TP back home, realizing that lane is a bit too pushed in Aphogen. It's going to make the Queen of Pain think twice about contesting that. She's sitting on 6.8k gold. 5,000 surplus. That's a rather big item. There is no Roshan up just yet. Still a 40 seconds estimated left on that, and both teams, this is kind of a stalemate at this point. I'd still say that VP, they're sitting on a high advantage, but you can just see that graph, it's steadily sitting on 10k. VP, they're still sitting on 15k ahead in net worth, and that's just because the clockwork hasn't been able to catch up, and the supports from VP, they have been able to farm. This ancient apparition is as farmed as an ancient apparition should never be, because if you look at it, it's an Aghanim Scepter Refresher. You never buy Refresher on an Ice Blast just because the cooldown is so low, but because he has so much money, he can afford it. That sounded nasty, Spectre. Oh, the Haunting onto Dread. Is he gonna go down? He should be. Once again, Phobos popping that ultimate into the BKB. Dread should be going down. Gorik as well might drop down, but they have managed to pick off the Lion. He has got all of his stuff off just yet, so no more damage coming out from him. Storm Rage is looking for Gorik. Now the ultimate coming out from the Shadow Fiend. There's a lot of damage going on to Artez though. He's gonna be letting go of an ultimate. He's gonna be running right into that. And Queen of Pain did actually fall on the other side of the fight to the Skywrath Mage. Now Illidan Storm Mage. Gonna be just scouting out in and out. Gonna be looking for the Skywrath Mage here to try to get a counter pickoff. But is he gonna be able to? Yes, gonna be able to burn him down with the Radiance. But it's not gonna be worth it in the end. HR taking a huge fight. And the only one left to defend is the Ancient Apparition. How's the buyback situation looking currently? Every single one except for Lion has buyback. So this could actually be... Oh, that's actually interesting. Looks like they want to go for the Roshan though. I would just say push those racks. Take some pressure off that middle lane. And start putting some pressure on them. Because currently, HR, even though they took that good of a fight and just really swung the graphs, they still haven't been able to... They still haven't been really able to put pressure on anything. And they've constantly been pushed in. If they could maybe take a Rax off the back of that, maybe force out a buyback or two, they should be in a very, very good condition for these next couple of minutes here. Because they will have, basically currently, the only reason why VP are sitting on basically quote-unquote winning as of right now is because they got that top Rax pushed in. And if they could take middle racks, if HR could take middle racks, they can take some pressure off that, focus a lot more in the top lane, try to get that pushed in, because there's still a tier 2 tower protecting up that top lane. But just to take some pressure off their own middle lane, and actually try to maybe gain the upper hand here. Looks like they might push to high ground here. Phobos, he does have the Echo Slam. And that is going to be one tier 3 gone. So a pair of exposed racks finally 63 minutes in from HR. They got it. Queen of Pain, she has bought the MKB. Oh, jumping out from Dread. Is now going to be going everything on to Storm Rage. He's unable to get out. Yep, there's the Han. FNG going to be eating an ultimate out from Juggernaut, but does have that Mystic. Oh, never mind. Alpha Gen. Everything going down onto the Shadow Fiend and the Juggernaut. He has bought back. Should be able to get back in the fight relatively quick. Alpha Gen. He might fall before the Juggernaut gets there, though. It's going to be trying to let an ultimate rip. Not enough damage, though. G is able to suck all of it up with that BKB. You're not going to be able to suck up the second one, though. Dread is going to go down as well. Top lane is pushed as well, so they do have a bit of a shot to actually go for that. Just the crits on the Skywrath Mage. And the triple kill for G. They can push top if they want to. G, he does have the BOT soft cooldown. He can push in top for the win. Even though, nah, he's not going to be able to fight solo up against the Juggernaut. They aren't pushing as of right now. They're kind of slow to get going. And how's the buyback situation looking? There is one on Shadow Fiend, there's one on Clockwork, and there's one on Skywrath Mage. The 3 major heroes, so they could just force out buybacks as of right now. G has played one hell of a game this one. But yeah, put some pressure on that middle lane. Because top lane is already pressuring in. Try to split push their way to wave 3. Try to force out a couple of buybacks here because Juggernaut alone can't do anything. There's the buyback out from Shadow Fiend. Looks like that's just what they wanted. That was basically just what they were waiting for. Phobos, they're waiting for that Echo Slam to come off cooldown. That did so much that last fight. that combo with the Queen of Pain is so much burst. It looks like they'll just force the racks regardless. Aphrodite, they're sitting on the edge there. Now the fortification has come out. Phobos going to be taking that initial damage. Ortez, BKB's bomb in left, right, and center. Gorik is going to try to chase, but he's not exactly strong. Beautiful hook shot out from Dread. It's going to get that triple cock. Everybody's sitting in there doing damage to Dread. But it's the other guys that got to do damage to Dread. Is going to go down. Ortez dropping down as well, so that's going to be a dieback for him. And Aphrodite, GG is the call. VP is going to be taking it after 65 agonizing minutes. They're going to be taking that victory. I thought they had it there, HR, for a second. With that hook shot in from Clockwork, absolutely perfect, but they just got stalled for so long. This Hellraisers team. But GG, what a game out from BP Polar. They could have ended it probably a couple of minutes earlier, but I just love the fact that the supports turned into carries when Spectre didn't really work. And G just played out of his mind. If you look at it, he outfarmed everybody. 400 last hits, did not. Actually, Shadow Fiend, that's kind of an interesting detail. Shadow Fiend and Juggernaut sitting on the exact same amount of last hits. But yeah, Queen of Pain just... G on that Queen of Pain. 27 kills. 27 for 14. This is ridiculous on a Queen of Pain. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. My voice is broken, so I'm probably not going to be casting any of the other games. But thank you all so much for watching and putting up with my mispronunciations and whatnot. And I'll see you all possibly next video.